of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. That's the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Pop fighting off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Bounced off his feet.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the catch, it's Marsh. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room. It's Cobb. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Sellers. Release to the back. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The Yellow Jackets headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Split backs here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And and this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going right and going deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
They'll go to the air. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on 1st down. Now, 2nd down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They've got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on 3rd down. And there's a lot of pressure on you here. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Lets it go to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that
reels it in down the left side. Off to the races. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Missouri. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. On the draw, it's Johnson. Could be an alley. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he points the turnover.
There he goes. He's at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Quick. Wisconsin Badgers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Racing down the left side. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Delayed handoff. It's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point here would tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Benjamin. Shows him the stiff arm. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short game. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller. When you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Got a little grass. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Got the tight end outside. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers! Setting up for the extra point and the top.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Bring in the heat. And down he goes.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Rayner. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Keeps it on first down. Finding some room. The 20. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And he tacked on the extra point. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Quarterback will keep it.
As a
breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lost to fire on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Badger! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to...
There he goes! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep...
Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Working that left side now. Could not make his way to the corner.
And as an offense, I got to find some good plays down here where I can get the ball out of my hands, get some positive yards. That wasn't one of them. Let's not do that one again.
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point here will tie the game.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Running inside, it's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. Got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Makes the grab in their space. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Just plowing ahead. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Benjamin. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown ball.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Here's the return from inside the 25. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Good, solid tackle.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Into the secondary on the right. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. To the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
best as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Right on the money. Runs through a man. He might have some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough for the first. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking for space, it's Cobb. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. It'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Aztec head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Right back to the well. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Got it. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Austin. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Working the big fella to the corner. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
He's running free down the middle. The 40, past the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Going long. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
change now on 2nd and long. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working on the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. Oh, what a cut. And he's wrapped up after it. Glad to have you with us from Music City, USA, Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A give to Brown. There's some room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the... Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the... Hand off Isaac Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He now has 63 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. This time he wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Skinner. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They'll go with Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. To the air on 2nd down. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath.
Spotted at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Hand off for Brown. Here's a little room there. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. First down, right back to Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it. He gets it. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Skinner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. A give to Brown. Got enough for the first. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. On first down, it's Brown again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands. It's Brown. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to... Touchdown!